Tracking coronavirus hospitalizations in our region. After a major spike on Monday, the numbers have started to come back down. So yesterday we reported for our region, the rate was 16%. That's down to 13%. And Jefferson County's hospitalization rate was at 24%. That number is now down to 16%, according to data from SetTrack. Now, definitely some welcome news.
Absolutely, but as 12 News investigator Lauren Hensley explains tonight, even though those numbers are trending in a better direction, some medical experts are still worried.
Yeah, Jordan, Dejanique, that's the good news tonight. The hospitalization rate is coming down, a big dip in the number of COVID patients in general beds and ICU beds. But now, according to our local medical experts, it's not the time to let your guard down. Taking a look at the numbers, the entire region's hospitalization rate is at 13%, and Jefferson County today at 16%. That's down 3% and 8% from our last report. This number important.
Now, to determine if we are progressing on the right path or if we need a course correction, we need a fair and reliable metric.
Because the governor said if the number of COVID patients exceeded 15% of the total hospital beds in a region for 7 days, tougher restrictions are needed. Right now, we're clear of that 15% threshold. Dr. Kamar Arfin, a pulmonologist who works at Baptist Hospital, says he feels confident the state has a good plan to find open beds. But his concern, how will they be staffed?
It's not that we cannot, that we don't have medicine, we have drug. We've run out of manpower that we're not able to take care of those patients.
John Henderson with Torch, a nonprofit that aims to address the needs of rural hospitals, explains why ICU care is a greater strain on hospital resources.
It's more like one-to-one. So every patient is so critical or serious that you literally put them or match them up with a nurse that's caring for them around the clock.
Compare that to general beds. The ratio, 8 or 10 patients per one nurse. So while the governor is looking at the overall hospitalization rate, other eyes in our local medical community are also keeping a close watch on the number of patients in the ICU. And while our region is below the governor's 15% threshold today, take a look at the other areas of Texas that had to implement new restrictions. A good portion of North Texas and also a portion of Northwest Texas will continue to monitor these changing numbers. Lauren Hensley, 12 News.